These are the Sharks. They have achieved incredible success as entrepreneurs and investors in multiple sectors. They all came from humble beginnings and are all self-made. The Sharks know what it takes to build business empires from nothing into billions. Now they are investing in entrepreneurs' dreams.
You are looking at the queen of breastfeeding fashion.
You're one tough cookie.
This is your one shot to get in the boardroom of the biggest players on earth.
If you open up the door, I'll walk in and sell it.
You are a force of nature.
This is the art of doing business.
You came here wanting to live the American dream.
That's exactly it.
I throw down.
What is all this kumbaya crap?
Oh no, reel it back in.
This is Shark Tank.
Not afraid, Mr. Wonderful, bring it.
The horror!
First into the tank is a solution to an age-old problem in the kitchen.
Hi, my name is Latangela Newsom. I live in Allen, Texas, and I'm seeking $75,000 in exchange for 25% equity in my company. Now, I'm a woman of many talents, but one that I'm very noted for is my home cooking, and I throw down. I'm also a single mom to a growing boy, and his all-time favorite meal are my deep-fried chicken wings. The problem is, what do you do with all that grease when it's cleanup time? It's a pain in the butt. Some of us just pour it in an old coffee can, which should really be recycled. Or even worse, some of us just pour it down the drain. The horror! Drain clogs due to grease buildup are a costly nuisance. Cities are wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars on pipeline replacements due to fats, oils, and grease. Environmental agencies are screaming for responsible grease disposal at home. So, being the superwoman that I am, I set out to find a new alternative. Introducing grease bags. They are convenient, disposable, and even the packaging is home compostable. Just open it up, take your grease, and pour it in. You watch your oil absorb like magic, so it'll never bother you again or clog up those pipes. I am now the only person with an eco-friendly product for at-home grease disposal. I am a monsterpreneur. If you open up the door, I'll walk in and sell it. So who's ready to invest in me so we can get cooking with grease?
Can we see any samples?
Sure, I have some handouts for you guys.
Please. Do you have any of your chicken wings?
I do.
Yes!
I thought about it. It never hurts to feed a hungry shark. Now, here you go, Robert. And Lori, I will let you grab one of my prototypes as well. Here you go, Mr. Wonderful.
Thank you. Oh, wow, that is really good.
Do you like that chicken?
Is this?
Well, thank you,
really
Robert.
good.
I appreciate that.
Angela, what happened to that grease once it went in the bag?
Well, we have a blend of all natural oil-absorbing ingredients, and so what happens is the pad inside that bag is absorbing the oil. Let me show you something. Here is oil and water, so you can see the separation.
Yep.
Okay, so if I pour this absorbent right over the top.
Is that same materials in the bag?
Yes, it is. It's encapsulating and absorbing this oil. When I pour this water into this container here, the water's gonna be clear. You see that?
Oh, wow.
So yeah, you see there's no oil in there.
Good for you.
So that way,
What's the absorbent made of?
I can't tell you all my secrets, Robert, but it's basically all natural. This stuff, I'll tell you, this stuff right here is used in oil spills. So it's safe for plants, it's safe for animals. They use it for bioremediation.
I guess where I'm really asking
Sure.
is there anything proprietary about the
Yes, I have a
material
patent.
in the bag?
Not the material in the bag, the combination of the bag and the pad.
So have you started selling these yet, Latangela?
Not yet. What I'm doing is I found a manufacturer, and they are on the cusp of this packaging.
I need to know the price.
Sure. What we're planning on doing is selling 3 at a time. People buy them, once a month, and they'll be $12.99.
For three?
3 bags.
For 3 bags.
What does it cost you?
$2.34 for 3 bags.
So your margin is huge.
Well, right now, because we're in the beginning, I don't know what all of my costs will be, and I sort of set it so that we wouldn't run into any
That's
issues
smart.
right now.
This is a prototype?
Yes, the bag itself is a prototype.
I will share something. I have honestly never fried anything, and
Why?
I eat healthy. I don't eat fried foods. I have almost zero knowledge about this, and so for that reason, I'm out.
Well, I have a lot of knowledge because I make bacon every single morning. When I have that bag already half filled and I take my hot baking grease, can I pour it into that bag?
As of now, it's not heat tempered. You need to let that grease cool down just a little
Huge
bit.
problem.
Well, because that would be, I think, a large use that so many people would have for that bag. I'm afraid I'm out.
Can you fix that, Latangela? Make it
Yes,
E10?
I just want to keep the bag home compostable or so that it doesn't add waste to our landfills.
So that's your trade-off, making it compostable versus heat-tempered.
Right.
This, I think, is a little flawed. It's going to leave too much of the market unavailable. It has to be a foil package.
it
would
wouldn't
be
be
able to
compostable.
actually take the hot grease from bacon. That's
Well,
50% bigger
if we
market.
put
Latangela, look, there's an inherent conflict in that the people who are very green conscious are going to be your consumer.
Right.
Those typically are people that are more health conscious and I don't think are doing as much frying. And so I think that's going to create your biggest challenge. And for those reasons, unfortunately, I'm out.
I hate to hear that, Mark.
I know,
Because I really disagree. I really think that people are going to use this. It's an oil-absorbing product. So even if you're changing your oil at home on your car, you can use it for that. You can use it for oil-based paints.
I'm going to give you an 8.62 for presentation skills.
How about a 10 plus?
Thank you.
10.
The trouble with this product is I would never use it. I cook bacon. It's not going to solve for me. I'm out.
I hate to hear it, Mr. Wonderful.
I disagree with Kevin. I wouldn't give you an 8.6 out of 10. I'd give you a 10 out of 10.
Thank you. I
Amazing
appreciate
presentation. This is a really tough one. When we have this much doubt, you know what I rely on? Sales.
I understand. I don't have that yet, but I am, like I told you guys, I'm a monsterpreneur. In months, I've gone from filing a patent to finding manufacturers to finding all the suppliers. I have everybody in place.
Oh, no, there's no doubt. You are a force of nature.
Oh, I have done it. I've hit the road running. Robert, I'm telling you, the environmental agencies, they are really trying to get
Okay,
people to
Angela, stop
understand.
selling. He's got to make up his
Latangela.
mind.
Too much unknown with the product. Believe in you, but I'm out.
So is that everybody?
By the way, best chicken I've
I
ever
went
had.
out
Thank
so
you.
fast earlier. Let's pretend it didn't happen.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, $12.99 for 3 bags. I think it's just way too much. Could you sell this for $6.99 for 3 bags?
I think we can do that because it costs us, each bag is 78 cents to make.
Okay, I'll tell you what. On that contingency that you could cut the price in half, I'll give you the money, all right? But I want 50% of the business.
Barbara, I appreciate that so much. And I have to say that I will take that deal.
Yes?
Yes.
Yay! And you know, in your spare time, I'm going to have you sell real estate.
Whatever you need me to do, I'll walk in and sell it.
Way to crush it, Latangela. Congrats.
Thank you.
Good job.
Bye, thank you.
Yo, wrong door.
I'm so excited. I can't believe it. She really believed in me. And I love Barbara, and I think she's going to be an awesome partner. I'm so grateful. I can't wait to sell my son.
My name is Vlad, and I live in Brooklyn, New York. Originally, I'm from Kyiv, Ukraine. I was a curious little child. I would always run around taking things apart, sometimes not put them back together. The world was my playground. Unfortunately, my dad passed away, and we literally lost everything. My grandparents immigrated to New York, and my mom and I followed soon after.
How was your business?
We're good. I don't have an office for my business. I live in a one-bedroom apartment with my grandparents and my mom and my cat. So a lot of times I just go to a local cafe and I work from there. Kids are gonna love this. Creativity was a really big part of my childhood. I really wanted to have a product that puts learning into playtime. That's you and Dad.
Yeah. In Paris together.
The hardest part about coming to New York was seeing my mom adapt all by herself with my dad not being around. I felt like I needed to be the man in the family and support my mom and make her happy. And that's why I worked so hard to make this business a success. What's up, Sharks? My name is Vlad, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm the founder and the creator of Pin Block Building Blocks, and I'm here seeking $100,000 in exchange for 20% of my company. Sharks! The future of our children is in big trouble. Millions of parents are making one big mistake. They value school more than playtime. You see, in school, your children are bound by rules. They memorize and recite all day long. But playtime at home is when the self-exploration and the self-development actually takes place. It is then your little sharks develop creativity, decision-making skills, all the things that are really important for their success. Every day, more and more parents realize this and get their children the ultimate creative toy. building blocks. And that's why I created Pinblock, which requires no manual, and every single piece is exactly the same. The long round pins on top of each block allow your models to bend and even fold. Kevin, I said every single piece is exactly the same, so it allowed me to take your beautiful face,
Yes.
pixelate it, and make a real-life mural.
Extremely attractive.
So Sharks, I need your help to unlock the creativity of our children and watch them build the future one Pinblock at a time. Now, guys, I got some personalized gifts. How about I give them out? Robert, you're the protector of the cyberspace. You'll be our warrior for today. Here's your
I love it.
helmet
Thank you.
and your dagger. Don't forget.
Dagger. Very
Lori,
cool.
Queen of QVC, but you forgot your crown.
Thank
and a
you.
staff for you to rule with.
Lots
Kevin?
of presents.
There for some Pinblock cash for you.
I like that. Very cute.
Barbara, I got some really cool accessories for you. Let me
Good. I hope they're pure diamonds.
And
a crown.
I get pizza?
I promise the pizza is gluten-free.
That's what Mark is known for, eating. What are your sales?
Yeah.
So with sales, we have 160K from Amazon and from our website.
Can I see your box?
Sure,
real quick?
certainly. So this is just one of my different sets.
What does it cost, Vlad?
So that one is our starter pack, $19.95.
How much does it cost you to make?
Cost me $3.
With this starter pack, what can I make?
That one in particular actually comes with the manual. But after that, the kid can go on our YouTube channel, learn from my tutorials that I make myself.
So what
Yeah.
about Toy Fair? Have you been to Toy Fair?
Yes. January last year.
Yeah.
So over there, we got great responses. We're just showing the prototypes.
What happened with Walmart? What happened with Costco? What happened with Toys R Us?
With the big box retailers, they're generally not there to seek out new products. I saw them just running from meeting to meeting. And they loved it, like, yeah, this is really cool. Send us a sample, right?
So you didn't get any orders there?
No, I took some orders from smaller retailers.
Vlad, I'm
but,
dying to know your background. Where do you come from?
Originally, I'm from Ukraine. And actually, my father, he gave me a lot of inspiration. He was in venture capital and currencies.
Did he help fund this
FX.
business?
Unfortunately, very early on, he passed away, which kind of put me in a position where everything we had, my mom and I had, was taken away from us. So it's crazy to think about it, but since I was a little boy, I knew that I had a mission to like get it all back, to kind of like, for my father to succeed him, to also become successful, to continue his journey. So by the time I started this business, I was 18 years old.
So you came here wanting to live the American dream.
That's exactly it.
How old are you now, if you don't mind?
21, just turned.
Wow.
Did you start this business? Did you raise any money?
No, we didn't raise any money. I started this with my best friend at the time, and we together pulled our money and we financed the prototyping, the production.
What happened to the friend?
My partner was in the back end, and I feel like he didn't feel connected to the business.
So does he still own part of it?
He still owns 15%.
15?
15. So I own the rest, 85.
And he's not there anymore?
No, he's not there.
But at the other blocks, I can create stuff like this.
I disagree.
Not bendable.
Actually, I would ask you, would you be able to make a crown? Would you be able to make a watch?
And do you have a patent on it?
Yes, I applied for 2 patents, and yesterday got my design patent granted.
Good for you.
So the design is of the shape of the piece.
The design is exactly how the piece
That.
looks like.
That's
Yes,
useful.
that.
I have to admit, this is interesting because it does a few things. The bendability plus the pixelation artwork is kind of different. You know, years ago, I sold my company to Mattel, and I worked there for a year and a half, and I got a pretty good dose of the understanding of the toy industry. I'm going to make you an offer. The only way I see for this to work is that you actually partner with another toy company that's going to get this into their product line. They would probably license it in perpetuity, pay you a royalty. I would do that deal, but I want 30%. In other words, I'll give you the 100K with a giant contingency. I have no interest in investing in this unless I can put it into a very large toy manufacturer that provides marketing and distribution globally.
This is actually something that goes against my original strategies. My strategy is to really build out the brand, where it's a necessity for these big retailers to carry my product, because they have kids coming into the front door and asking, hey, where's Pinblocks?
Vlad, everything you just outlined, you made it sound as though it's a very easy thing to accomplish. I'm sure you're aware it's going to take a heck of a lot of money. I don't typically like the deals he offers, but with his experience, I think that's a deal you should consider. So I'm out.
Vlad, in the toy space, it's very difficult to make the consumer understand a completely new product like this. It's a long road. I'm out.
Vlad, look, I always think great businesses are built from great purpose. I can just tell. That's you. I would try to license it, but that's not your vision. I wish you all the best, but I'm out.
Vlad, what you're doing is incredible, right? You're grinding through, and there's a lot of really amazing things that you've accomplished. But the toy business is brutal. This isn't something for me. I'm out.
I made you an offer.
Yes.
And the risk you have when that occurs is you can see if there's another one, or you can engage in mine. And now you only have one option. That gives me a lot more leverage. So I'm going to modify my offer. The only way this works is I'm going to be a 50-50 partner with you.
No.
Wow.
Vlad had one offer on the table from Kevin for 30% of his building toy, Pin Block. But with all the other sharks dropping out, now Kevin wants 50% of his company.
The only way this works is I'm going to be a 50-50 partner with you. I'll give you $100,000 for 50% with contingency. I'll bring it to the toy industry because they all return my call. And I'll bring deals to you. And if you want to turn them down, that's fine. But if you want to accept one of them, we're 50-50. You have no chance of doing it successfully yourself.
So your first offer was for 30%.
And then you dropped out, Robert. And then you dropped out,
Vlad,
Lori.
actually, that's not as bad as you first think.
Which part of that is not as bad as you
Because
think?
he
The
gave
50%?
Vlad, no, he gave Vlad the option. So you can set the bar as high as you want for that deal you like, and basically he's paying you to be a sales rep and a partner, a 50-50 partner.
One by one, these sharks dropped out because they don't want to take on the task. I happen to come from this industry, so I'm willing to give it a shot. But you're still in control. This is your one shot to get in the boardroom of the biggest players on earth.
Vlad, you should take this offer. This is a good deal for you.
You know what? Stop telling him what to do.
I don't own the entire 100%. I own 85. So you, by taking 50%, you're becoming the sole driver of the company.
I want 50% of it. How you split up your 50%, Vlad, is entirely up to you.
Vlad, do you think you can do it alone? This is what it comes down to. Do you feel like you need that help?
Kevin, let's do a deal.
Smart man.
Thanks.
Smart man, Vlad.
Wow.
Congrats, Vlad.
I didn't think that was going to happen. Congratulations.
Yes, guys.
Vlad, the moral is, Kevin thought he was making a better deal. You won.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, Vlad.
Congrats.
Kevin does take a big chunk of my company. I am not the majority stakeholder anymore. He is. Sucks. But I do have a shark on my team, which is very valuable. And I really am excited to see where this takes us. At the end of it all, how many of 21-year-olds can say that they have Kevin O'Leary as a partner?
My father's from Trinidad. My mother's African-American, but they got divorced after my 10th birthday. My mother had to start working 2 and 3 jobs to put the same food on the table. I grew up in Hollis, Queens. My neighborhood was a very peaceful place, but then the crack epidemic hit. It was very hard avoiding that world. A lot of my friends became drug dealers. A lot of my friends died. I got left back in school because I was kind of hanging out in the streets, but I had a really good mother. My mother never made it feel like it was bad times, even when we were going through tough times. She made me feel like I was a special individual and I was made for something bigger. Queens was a hotbed for hip-hop. The people that came out of Queens were LL Cool J, Tribe Called Quest, Run DMC, and the list goes on and on. People thought there was something in the water. It started to influence everything you did. The way that you dressed, walk, talk, it was just a world that you had to be immersed in. I like that. Fashion was my expression. And I saw a De La Soul video. They were wearing a hat, like a cutoff sleeve with a tie in the top. I went out and got some fabric, and Mom showed me how to sew a straight line, and now all of a sudden, I had a whole bunch of hats. Stand outside the Coliseum selling my bag of hats, and I made $800 in 1 hour, and that changed my life. After that, I started going to T-shirts, and I would go to all the video sets I could, and I would put it on a wrapper if they allowed me to. All of a sudden, people started to recognize the name Boo Boo, For Us, By Us. I wanted to be proud of who was wearing my clothes, and it was about a culture, not a color. And my friends would all jump in when they weren't working. We started to become known as a huge clothing company because all these videos were playing, and I was working as a waiter at Red Lobster. We decided to go to a trade show in Las Vegas, and we write $300,000 of orders. Now, all of a sudden, I need financing. I get turned down by 27 banks. I come home, my mother defeated, and she said, then we're gonna have to take a risk. We're gonna take out as much money as we can in this house. You're gonna go sell the clothes, and then you're gonna put the money back in the house, because this is all we have, son. I have no idea why my mother had so much faith in me throughout my life. I decide to turn my home into a factory. My mother moves out, my friends move in. We sleep in sleeping bags, and we just keep selling and selling and selling. Within 3 years, I end up signing a distribution deal. We sell $400 million and become a global brand. These houses have changed so much. I'm a self-proclaimed mama's boy. She's my rock. She's my first mentor, my first partner. It's really a good feeling to know that maybe I gave her back this much of all she's given to me.
I would do it all over again.
Well, hopefully we don't have to. Being an African-American with accomplishments in this country is extremely important to me. Love you, brother. How you doing? The role that I play is to show the world that Gerard doesn't have a color.
We've got a shark here named Damon John.
Being a presidential ambassador for global entrepreneurship has been a very humbling experience and enlightening. I always say that I'm just a little brown boy from Queens that made it to this point in my life, and I want all the little brown boys, girls, white, black, doesn't matter, to know that if you apply yourself, you can be whoever you want. Thank you, Ma. I love you so much.
I love you too. Mwah.
Next into the tank is an entrepreneur with a mission to support nursing moms.
Bless you. Hello, Sharks. My name's Elena Petzold, and I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I am the creator of Mama's Milk Box, and today I'm seeking $200,000 for 20% of my company. Sharks, take a look at my beautiful ladies right here. Don't they look amazing? Aren't their outfits spectacular? And guess what else? They are breastfeeding moms who are able to nurse their baby on demand or pump at a moment's notice. Mama's Milk Box delivers breastfeeding style right to the door. We're a nursing apparel subscription service, and for only $29 a box, first, our subscribers complete a style profile. Based on that profile, our breastfeeding stylists hand-select nursing tops and dresses to match. We then send that curated shipment to their house, where they have 3 days to try on the clothes in the comfort and privacy of their own home. After 3 days, they keep what they want, and then they mail back the rest. We take that $29 styling fee, and we apply it as a credit to any of their peeps, and then we automatically schedule their next shipment for delivery in 6 weeks. In the breastfeeding world, we call breast milk liquid gold. Who wants to get in on the liquid gold rush with me?
The breastfeeding world.
Right?
You are looking at the queen of breastfeeding fashion. What I did for your sample shipments is I tried to envision your style profile. Lori, I know you love a play on like structure. Barbara, you're normally bright colors, so there's a couple of bright pieces in there.
I think this will look good on me.
I don't judge. Go for it.
So if I heard you correctly, you charge me $29 a month, but that's just a curating fee.
Yes.
So in your example is this box arrives and I say, wow, I want to buy this. I then have to purchase it.
You just keep it,
right,
and then send back whatever
so I
in
send
that
these
box
back.
you don't want.
How do I pay you for this one?
We automatically bill you, and then you get a 10% discount if you keep it all.
So all you're doing is you're a fashion stylist and you're curating other people's brands.
No, we have our own private label.
So in this box that you
This is
sent
my
me,
own private label.
Oh, I was nervous when you
okay.
said
so was I.
Well, I get that. How many are yours in here?
When I
typically?
try, well, I want to have a higher proportion of our private label in the box.
How many are today?
At least 1 or 2 pieces.
What's your margin on the products that you resell from others?
It's usually around the 50%, but it is hard to tell. I really need better technology. Like, that is why I'm here.
So you
That
need a
is why I'm
financial
asking.
person.
I don't even need finance. I could go to a bank. I need a partner.
You need somebody that's going to do your P&Ls, that's going to be like helping you, because if you don't know here, like what's the profit
Oh,
that
yeah,
you're
no, I
making.
need
it just
better.
you?
Yeah.
Is it just you packing the boxes, shipping them out?
I hired somebody in March.
Yeah.
And then I hired somebody 2 weeks ago to also
But
assist.
just walk
so now
me
we're-
through
there's
the
3 of you
inventory for a
running the
second,
business.
okay? Because here's what I think is happening.
I know.
I've got a business called Surprise Ride that ships boxes to people every month in subscription service. Every month they're different. Every month they curate to every single
But
mother.
they also pick select products.
But
They pick
hang
select
on.
products. This is not custom.
But tell me what's
I listen
different.
to what the moms say.
Well, hear
They
me
want
out.
to diminish the
Elena,
appearance of the large breast.
I get all that,
go for
but I want
those
to talk about
toes.
the inventory challenge. Do you pick and pack? You put them in the
First
box?
of all, our model is more amazing than a traditional retail
Let
model.
me ask you if I actually have challenges. Let me finish.
Well, of course, we have a lot of challenges.
As more and more people come into the platform, now every week or every cycle that you're sending a box, you have to buy the inventory, you have to put it on your shelf, that ties up capital, then you put it in the box, it hasn't been paid for yet.
I've already negotiated a bunch of net terms, and I'm also
tell me
crazy
where
at
I'm
driving
Get
down
an
the wholesale
answer
prices.
for everything.
Not afraid, Mr. Wonderful. Bring it. Give me the tough questions.
I'm going to tell you we're going to hit a brick wall in a minute, okay? Just because what's going to happen to you is you're actually going to go out of business. And I'll tell you why. This is a calculation called return on assets, okay? This is a really important part of your model. As you grow and you keep sending boxes to people, you have to have inventory on the shelf. That's cash. You have to buy it with cash. What you need to do is to quicken the cycle from when you have to buy the inventory, to curate the fashion, to ship it to somebody.
Moms can select if they want to receive it sooner, but that's actually how I've been able to get this to this level.
No,
I do like keeping it
if
at
you're
the
really
6 weeks.
successful.
I have customers lined up, and I know
you're
when
not
they're
listening.
something.
What level are you at?
Can I ask you to slow down in your answers? Seems like everything we ask, before we even get the words out, you're jumping right in it, and it's going to work against you. So just take a breath. It's born out of enthusiasm, but take a breath.
Love the enthusiasm.
What are your sales would be a great start?
Last year, 83,000 in sales, and that was actually on the side because I was busy raising my children. We've already surpassed last year's sales at about 84,000. By the time I close out this month, we'll be at 100,000 because I have about 100 shipments I have to process.
And how much do you have in inventory, in cash?
About 160.
160,000
in inventory?
When you ask how much is in it, are you asking the wholesale or the
What's your cost of
your
inventory?
How much did you pay for your inventory?
This is a big, important number, Elena.
I understand. It's about 120.
Okay, Elena, where did you get $120,000 to support that inventory?
I started the business with $11,000, and I have never taken a salary on it, so I keep turning it over. And then I bought more clothes, and I turned that into more
But you must have
products.
also put your own money in.
I did a line of credit for $40,000.
There you go. Okay.
I'm not fancy.
So
I'm
do you
smart,
have that?
but I'm not
Is that
fancy.
is that debt now? The 40,000?
Yeah, 40,000 line of credit, and then I've got 27 on credit cards.
You sold 100,000. What did it cost your cost of goods to get that 100,000 stuff to sell? What did it cost you?
I can't tell you that.
So how do you keep track of everything? How do you do your books?
Excel and paper.
Elena, we've all been
That's
in.
why I'm here.
No, but Elena,
I'm like, you guys, if I can make $100,000 using Excel and paper.
Elena, you know,
and
you didn't
Excel
make 100,000.
spreadsheets, okay.
You didn't make
You haven't made anything
Don't
yet.
confuse selling 100,000 with making 100,000. So we've all.
Profit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because like Kevin said, you keep on adding to your debt, right, to finance all this. That could all be lost money, and you're falling further and further behind. You've sold $100,000 here, you've got $120,000 in inventory, and you've got $67,000 in debt, and it never occurred to you to say, we need an accountant or bookkeeper to make sure I know what's going on.
Well, I have an accountant, he's my husband, and he's very good. The problem is he's not dedicated to his business. He
Well,
has
then
his
that's
own
still
job.
the same answer, Elena. You didn't get it done. The amount.
Oh, no. Okay. Reel it back in. Because I'm really here for a deal. Like, I know this business is going to make money. I am the queen of
You
breastfeeding.
don't know, though.
There is
Elena,
no,
the mistake-
there's no other clothes in the United States.
in
And
your
the plans for this
presentation.
business, I got to develop the private label. Like I said, I'm not fancy, so maybe I don't know these like crazy numbers I'm supposed to know a little faster off the top of my head. But I can learn that too. I am not afraid. I mean, if I don't understand something, I go in there and I'm like,
I
look.
actually think it's very hard for me to see if you really have a good business here. It's just that it's so very confusing that you don't enable us to make a decision, yes, we want that thing. Right? So because of the confusion, I'm out.
Thank you for your feedback.
Pleasure.
I mean, I really do. This business, I'm expecting is going to be up to 220 by the end of the year. Mr. Wonderful, the fact that you keep looking at numbers, let me explain to you too. And Lori also, and Robert, if you guys want to be dead to me, that's fine. Or I want you to come back. I will hope to try and bring you back. I know every single thing there is to know about breastfeeding clothes, and from all around the world.
Elena, you
but I
can
don't want
stop
to buy
selling.
from them.
Everybody understands what you're doing. You can't own this inventory and acquire customers and own it while it moves all around the country. And you,
know
are
what?
losing money.
You are going to give up on women because the fact of the matter
has nothing to do
there's
with
not
the
going to
women.
be breastfeeding clothes. Like these designers
It
are
has
not
nothing to
selling
do
it
with
at
the
their
women.
retail
I
level.
love what you're doing. The model is broken. It doesn't work. I'm out.
Thank you for your feedback.
Elena, why is the moms and the breastfeeding, why is this such a passion for you?
I mean, because I am a mom, because I breastfed 2 kids, and I know what it feels like to not feel good.
Elena, I admire the cause, and people are very passionate about it. Nobody doubts your enthusiasm. It's off the charts.
It's infectious, I know, thank you.
It's
I am a
off-
character.
But look,
People
you're-
like talking to me, I get it.
But see, you're not even listening to me.
No, I'm listening
No,
to
but
you.
you're
It's
not.
off the charts.
You're not, and that's the
Sorry.
problem. If you want to have a cause, go for it. If you want to run a business, at a certain point, you can't deflect. This is the Shark Tank. We love our businesses as much as you love your cause. And for the business that you pitched, it doesn't add up. I'm out.
Thank you. Lori, give me a lifeline here. I'm like, if you're not in here, how can I get you? I'm definitely disappointed in myself at this moment because I feel like I've done a not good representation then if this is the feedback.
Listen, passion is great, but it's only a fraction of running a business. I also think that the subscription model here is going to be really challenging. I don't think the model's going to work for you. I think you need a lot of help. I'm out.
Collect later.
Oh, I had my moment and it sucked, but thank you. Oh, gosh.
Wow.
That was unbelievable.
I didn't want to do the ugly cry, but I need a tissue. Does anybody have a tissue? No? You guys leave me here, no tissue?
You know what? She wasn't here for a deal. She was here for a life preserver.
Oh my God, she would kill me.
All right, now I need a drink. I need like a stiff drink.
I need a drink.
Painful to watch that.
Next into the tank is an accessory company inspired by yoga.
Hi, I'm Lisa Bindero. I'm the CEO and founder of Nice Pipes Apparel, and I'm asking for $100,000 for 10% of my business, the hottest new thing on the activewear market. But first, let me give you the origin story. So, I'm a yoga teacher. I'm walking home from teaching my class, and I'm freezing cold in my crop pants, right? And all I can find are these sweater material leg warmers. They're itchy, they don't stay up, and they don't keep you that warm. Oh, terrible. So that weekend, I designed leg warmers and arm warmers made from the same amazing fabric as yoga pants. Nice Pipes are unique. They add style, color, and functionality affordably to every workout wardrobe. So Sharks, who's ready to show me their pipes? So I have some back here in what looks like an appetizer tray.
Thank you.
I have pink for Lori.
Thank you.
Camo
I like
for
that.
Kevin.
Do you make them in America?
I make them in LA, actually,
What does this sell for, Lisa?
for 42.
What does it
does
cost you to make them?
So when I
Thank you, Robert.
started, they were 10, but they're now at 750.
How do you sell them?
I sell them on my website, and we're in 40 stores. Mostly yoga studios, gyms, places like that.
What are your sales, Lisa?
My first season, I was selling out of my apartment.
And when did you start? When you say your first season?
It
When
was
that?
last winter, so about 18 months ago. I did about a little over 80,000 in sales.
Love everything about it. How is the business worth $1 million today?
Yeah, 10 times lifetime sales is a lot.
Yeah, like you seem so reasonable and normal until I look at the value.
So I think there's major potential, and the reason that I know that is because I am the customer. It's my world. I've been in the fitness industry for 8 years. Every time I teach a class, everyone wants to buy it.
Here's why it's not worth $1 million. While it's a very creative product, it's not proprietary whatsoever. Anybody can knock you off. The amount of stores you're in is tiny compared to how many stores it could be in. It's sort of like a hobby in a way,
A
right?
hobby? How insulting. Tell him
No,
to take a
because
walk.
if you went downstairs and got run over by a truck,
These are my options.
I mean, I'm just
This
saying,
is how Kevin negotiates.
there's no
Listen.
infrastructure, there's no,
Someone had said to Sarah Blakely, like, don't make Spanx,
Yeah,
don't
but
make control of top pantyhose
I
because
absolutely
Hanes
agree, and I know
is
her,
gonna
and I-
beat you
but you
up.
gotta understand.
And she listened
Look
to
at her
that.
growth of
Like,
her business.
She is Spanx, I am Nice Pipes.
she has thousands of employees.
She did it when
Yeah,
she
she had to
started.
start small.
The point is everybody starts with one thing.
You know,
Everybody
you're
starts
right.
somewhere.
You're
So
right.
what's
why,
your
Why are
point?
you only valuing it at $1 million? Why isn't it $100 million? Oh, my, sorry. I remember she had sales. Oh, never mind.
How much money did you put into the business?
So I've put in just shy of $300,000.
300,000?
Yeah.
Why did you? How did you spend so much
Well,
money?
I'm sitting on $65,000 worth of inventory right now.
Still, so what's your core competency? What is it that you're just phenomenal at?
I think that I am a valuable executive. I think that I understand people. I think I understand how to manage people. I think
Killing
I
me, Lisa.
understand the...
What's wrong with that, Mark?
Because that's so generic, right?
It's not generic
You
at
got to
all.
have something you fall back on where you say, I am so good at this, no one
She's
can
a
touch
great
me.
executive. She
Look at
knows
me.
how
I'm
to run a
standing
business.
here doing this.
Listen,
Like, I
if
feel
you
like
don't
I'm
agree
really
with him,
great.
give him Hail Harry.
All
I
men
I
think they're right all the
executed
time.
this exceptionally well with no background in business.
That's fine.
Do you think companies don't need CEOs?
You're not a CEO.
Yeah, it's you. you're an entrepreneur, and that's great, but you're not a CEO.
When you stand on that carpet and you tell me your business is worth $1 million, all the niceties and all the stuff goes out the window.
The fact that you had to spend $300,000.
That's her choice, Mark. What she chose to spend
the
that money
fact
on
that
is
she
her
had to
choice.
spend that much because you didn't know what you were confident in.
It's not that I don't know what I'm confident in, it's that I have determination, and I think that is more valuable than saying,
Was
I'm really good at
$300,000 your entire
design.
life savings?
Listen, let's just say we're not buying a house anytime soon.
At the end of the day, this is a business that did $80,000. There is no scenario on this planet where this is worth $1 million. I'm out.
Okay.
Lisa, I never want to rain on anybody's parade. I love the fact you started a business. You lose all credibility when you stand there and you tell me you think this is worth $1 million. It doesn't make me trust you. It's so incomprehensible.
I hate hearing that you don't trust me.
Well, I just don't know how you'd make a valid decision to say it's worth $1 million. I just don't get there. I can't take it seriously. I'm out.
Okay.
Get out there and just sell, right? Because you've got all that inventory. Every waking moment that you're not doing something else while you're thinking of ideas, be out there selling and taking orders. Because you should be able to kill it with this product. You just have to get that focus on sales. If it's not a fit for me, I'm out.
Listen, I don't think that you can always know exactly what you're going to be great at when you first start a business. You have to figure that all out for yourself. I did it. I had no help. I had no mentor. You can do it. I like the product, but I see it as a nice business for you. I'm out.
Thank you, Lori.
Why do you think the business is worth $1 million?
I'm just gonna, just be brutally honest and
Brutally honest is
at
always
this point,
good.
might as well just lay it out there, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know how to evaluate business.
Did you come in to negotiate?
Absolutely. I didn't want to come in and ask for a number that was lower and then have no room.
Well, I would label that common sense, not a bad trait to have in business. What I like best about you is there's not many entrepreneurs that stand up here, and when Mark is throwing a ton at them, when Mr. Wonderful, who we all know is not wonderful at all, throwing a lot of crap at the entrepreneur, and you just kept talking right through their talk. You don't see that often. Have we seen that often? You're one tough cookie.
Thank you. Thank you.
So here's my offer. I need to take 40% of your business for $100,000.
Four sharks are out. Barbara is interested in Lisa's arm and leg warmer company, Nice Pipes, but she wants 40% of her business.
And there's one huge contingency. It's contingent on Grace and Lace agreeing to partner with me on this deal. Grace and Lace is a great leggings company that I invest in on Shark Tank that does $20 million a year. Just
Wow,
think about that.
that's amazing.
But here's what they could do for you. They don't spend a dime, and all of their sales come through social media. So you'd be getting a partner that you really need. But I want them in with me before I would give you that money.
What do you want to do?
I want to think for a second.
Don't think too long.
I think being able to work with someone like Grace and Lace is like a dream come true for
Very
me.
valuable.
Well, get focused here, Lisa.
But I think
you say you're a great
that
CEO, make a decision.
I want to come back with $100,000 for 25%.
Not doable.
Okay. I appreciate that offer so much, but I don't think that I'm willing to give away 40%. Maybe I'm not doing it the right way in the first 18 months, but I have faith
Don't
in
you
myself
dare
that
second
I
guess
will
yourself.
figure it out. I do have faith in myself
Lisa,
that I
are
will
you
figure it out.
sure you have a non-proprietary sock and you're sitting alone in your living room? Come on, it doesn't make sense. This thing, anybody can knock off. Be honest with yourself.
You know what? I'm honest with myself, but I also believe in myself.
Lisa, you don't have to explain to Kevin.
You know what,
right?
Lisa?
You stick to your guns.
Stick to
What
your
a mistake.
guns.
Stick to your guns and show us all that you made the right move.
Lisa, the best revenge is success.
Yeah.
Right? So you said no. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you guys so
Congratulations,
much.
Lisa.
Thank you.
Go out and
Congrats.
prove me wrong.
Thank you. It would have been great to get a deal, but I just do not want to give away 40% of my business. That's not why I started it. And who knows what will happen next, but I know that I just did the best I could do out there. I know I did, and I'm proud of myself.
She's gonna grind
I'm
it
having second
and-
thoughts.
The fact that she made that decision shows you missed a bullet. She doesn't know what she's doing.
No. The fact that she made that decision proves that she's terrific.
Next time on Shark Tank.
Together, we can crush the competition.
Wow.
She knows cash flow when she sees it.
I know your history. I know what you're capable of doing.
At any given time, a shark can turn into a bottom-feeding catfish.
Yeah!
Should I beat you up now or should we wait?
What am I going to do?
There's a lot of noise here.
Diane Sawyer, the television event. My Reality, A Hidden America. Next on ABC.